Good morning, everybody. Today we are discussing the next topic in inorganic chemistry, that is the hydrogen peroxide. And hydrogen peroxide, which is prepared from the sodium peroxide by using sulfuric acid, we will get hydrogen peroxide and sodium sulfate. Similarly, the hydrogen peroxide is prepared from the barium peroxide by using sulfuric acid, or we can using phosphoric acid. We will get barium sulfate and hydrogen peroxide. So one more method is there. Barium oxide react with the carbon dioxide, we will get barium carbonate and hydrogen peroxide. So altogether there are four methods for the preparation of the hydrogen peroxide in a laboratory condition. First is the preparation from barium peroxide by using sulfuric acid, or we can use the phosphoric acid. And the third method is the preparation of the hydrogen peroxide by sodium peroxide and by using sulfuric acid. Last method is the preparation of the hydrogen peroxide by barium oxide by using carbon dioxide. Next is the the manufacture of the hydrogen peroxide. So this is from the sulfuric acid by electrolysis. And sulfuric acid by electrolysis, these are the steps. Hydrogen sulfuric acid decomposes to H plus HSO4 minus, and HSO4 minus decomposes to give H2S2O8 plus 8 electron. So we will get at cathode we will get H2S2O8, and at anode we will get H plus. Then hydrogen peroxide is also prepared from the ammonium sulfate by using electrolysis. The same procedure as we discussed in sulfuric acid. Next is the 2-ethyl anthraquinone. The preparation of the hydrogen peroxide from 2-ethyl anthraquinone. In the presence of oxygen, it is converted into 2-ethyl anthraquinone and hydrogen peroxide. So these are the three methods for the preparation of the hydrogen peroxide by electrolysis. First is from the electrolysis from sulfuric acid. Next is the electrolysis from ammonium bisulfate. Third is from by using 2-ethyl anthraquinone to quinone. Next is the structure of the hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide is a non-planar structure, and it is just like an open book structure, and there existing an intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Now we have to concentrate the hydrogen peroxide which we prepared in the above method by using the evaporation over a heated water bath. We will get a 45% concentrated hydrogen peroxide is obtained. While we are doing the distillation, we will get approximately 85% of the hydrogen peroxide. If you are distilled under a reduced pressure and at a temperature 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, we will get approximately 99% hydrogen peroxide. And next is the properties of the hydrogen peroxide. First is the decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes to give the water and oxygen, and that is a common reaction. So second is the acidic nature. Hydrogen peroxide is a weak acid, and it is a dibasic acid. Next property is very important, that is the oxidizing property. The hydrogen peroxide can oxidizes, or it acts as an oxidizing agent in both acidic and basic medium. In acidic medium, hydrogen peroxide react with acidic medium, and then we will get water. Whereas in the basic medium, hydrogen peroxide react in basic medium, and we will get OH minus ions. Now we are moving into the some of the oxidizing properties of the hydrogen peroxide, or the reaction of the hydrogen peroxide with some of the compound in the presence of the acidic medium. We can see the first example. We can convert ferrous ion to ferric ion in acidic medium by using hydrogen peroxide oxidation. So first step is common. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes to give H2O and nascent oxygen. So this nascent oxygen is react with ferrous sulfate in the presence of acidic medium. We will get ferric sulfate. So the oxidation state is converted from Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. This is the overall reaction. Next example is hydrogen peroxide oxidizes black lead sulfide to white lead sulfate in acidic medium. So first step is common. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes to water and oxygen, nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen react with lead sulfide in acidic medium and converted into sulfide to sulfate. Sulfide, lead sulfide is PbS. It is converted into sulfate, SO4. Next example is the conversion of the potassium ferrocyanide to potassium ferricyanide. First step is common. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes to give water and nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen react with potassium ferrocyanide and we will get potassium ferricyanide. This is the equation. So only the change is K4FeCN 6 times is converted into K3FeCN 6 times. Next is the conversion of the iodide to iodine. These reaction as we discussed, the oxidizing action of this compound as we discussed in the case of nitric acid and in the case of the sulfuric acid also. So in the case of nitric acid and ozone, the same reaction occurs in the case of hydrogen peroxide also, only the first equation is different. That's all. So in potassium iodide, first step is common. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes to water and nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen react with potassium iodide. In presence of acidic sulfuric acid, we will get K2SO4 plus iodine. So iodide converted into iodine. Next step is the oxidizing property of the hydrogen peroxide in basic medium. The first example is in alkaline medium, hydrogen peroxide oxidizes ferrous ion to ferric ion. But in the base acidic medium also ferrous ion converted to ferric ion. But only the difference is in acidic medium ferrous sulfate converted into ferric sulfate, whereas in the case of the basic medium ferrous sulfate converted into ferric hydroxide. That is the difference, because in a basic medium hydrogen peroxide decomposes to give OH minus ions. That's why most of them converted into corresponding hydroxide. So FeSO4 plus KOH, in the presence of hydrogen peroxide we will get FeOH thrice. Next example, in alkaline medium hydrogen peroxide oxidizes manganese salt to manganese dioxide. So first of all, manganese sulfate react with hydrogen peroxide in the presence of base, we will get MnO2. Next is the conversion, oxidizes the chromium salt to chromate. So chromium sulfate is the reactant. So it will react with hydrogen peroxide in basic medium. We will get K2CrO4 plus K2SO4 plus water, and this hydrogen peroxide react with Cr3 plus and we will get the chromate. Next is the reaction of the hydrogen peroxide conversion of the nitrite to nitrate, in which potassium nitrate is the reactant, which is react with hydrogen peroxide and we will get KNO3. So next step is arsenite converted into arsenate. ASO3 is converted into ASO4. Next, in alkaline medium hydrogen peroxide oxidizes formaldehyde to formic acid. So HCHO formaldehyde converted into formic acid. The last reaction is oxidizes benzene to phenol. So in basic medium there are 7 reaction is there. First one is conversion of ferrous to ferric as in the case of acid, but only the difference is ferrous sulfate converted into ferric hydroxide. The second reaction is the manganese to manganese dioxide. Third step, chromium salt to chromate, and nitrite to nitrate, arsenite to arsenate, ferrous formaldehyde to formic acid, and benzene to phenol. Thank you.